Hello and welcome back to the channel and my adventure riding the world by motorcycle. Now the thing of it is, this is the end episode of series 12. So this is episode 7 of series 12. And this is the end of Ashworth and the journey. And I'm going to answer all those questions that you've been thinking during this entire adventure today. So the plan for today, obviously we've got to get back to England.
Yes.
How are we doing it?
Driving.
Yeah, but then what?
Getting on a ferry.
There we go, there's a boat. There's a boat. We're going to go on a big boat.
Well, I know there's loads of dinghies lying up down the coast.
There
we
was,
could see if we could get the van on a couple of dinghies and maybe paddle across.
We could convert Ashworth into the motor, because it's got me all this far. We could convert
hang it out the back.
Yeah, let's put it in, let the wheel go, put a bit of wood on it, so it's like a paddle.
There we go. We'll fill the van up full of foreigners and make a few quid on the way back.
So you know what we need to do now then?
Become people smugglers.
No.
Oh.
We need to go to the supermarket to buy the bits that we need to convert Ashworth.
Yeah, cool.
Let's go. Well, we didn't buy what we need to convert Ashworth. We're going to leave Ashworth well and truly alone and safe. But I just bought 6 bottles of wine, 2 bottles of beer, and a Fanta Orange, because I'm just cool. Cost me £18.55p. And Sidekick Darren turned around and said in there, he goes, "You'll regret it if you don't buy more." And I already regret it, because you bought loads.
I bought loads, yeah. A bottle of single malt whiskey, 6 or 7 bottles of wine, a load of bottles of beer, pack of dates.
Pack of dates.
Loads of bits and bobs, £64.
Is that so you can say to everyone you're going out on a date?
I'm going
pack a date.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, I should have bought more, but then, you know, it'll last me a couple of days, I'm sure, and then I'll come back and I'll get some more next to my trouble. Anyway, we're going to head to the boat. So we're on board the boat, and then what we're going to do now is just chill here for the next 2 hours, drinking coffee, staring out the window, but then Ashworth will be back in England.
Carry emotions, the weight of the ocean. You keep climbing mountains, too blind to see. It's not getting you closer to where you wanna be in your life. The weight on your shoulders, time to put it down.
Well, Ashworth is now back on English soil. That's quite a strange feeling, but I'm also very, very proud of that bike. But of course, now we're back in England, what's the first one we're going to do?
Well, obviously we're going to do the very traditional English thing of going to McDonald's.
Yeah, man, I need a Big Mac. Well, we are back home, mighty Ashworth. This is about to get unloaded. Right back, this very spot I'm still on right now is where we set off from in episode 1 of Riding the World. And Ashworth is going to come back to this exact spot. Well, here we are, the very spot I set off from 2 years ago on this mighty bike through so many countries, well over 28,000 kilometres now on the clock of this bike. I've still got a full jerry can from from the last trip, this trip. I did mean to use that actually and put it in here. So I'm going to take that out at some point. But the boots I didn't actually wear. Really good as bottle holders. Apparently look hilarious from the back. So it looks like I've got my feet out. But yeah, Ashworth. Ashworth is home. So let's have a quick look around Ashworth in its current state. Now these tyres here, if you can see there, are cracking quite badly. These have been on since England and they're wearing really well, but you can see the age is getting to them. So the engine, you can see it's got a little bit of a weep of oil leak going on there, but generally the piston rings are pretty shot. So it uses over 1/4 of a litre every single day that it was on the road. But not anymore, I suppose, not anymore. The mighty 10 sheet exhaust, the baffle that Lee had to take back and weld is still in, and it still makes that thunderous noise for every one of those kilometres. The rear tyre was changed by Honda in Portugal when it was put on display there while I flew back for about 6 weeks. That is getting pretty close to the legal limit. The rear brake, that still makes a low speed noise. I have had the brake pads changed in Italy, but it still makes a noise, so something's going on there. And I was told that it was wearing the actual wheel itself on where the bearing goes. So not the bearing, but the wheel. So I was told that would eventually need to be changed. So the plan for Ashworth now, well really, I don't know. Currently, I haven't got one. And what I'm gonna do is Ashworth's gonna go into storage for a little while, hopefully to come back in the future. But right now, the state that it's in, it's going to stay in it because it holds so many memories. So I don't know about the future, not right now. Now it does feel quite sad, I've got to admit, to think that Ashworth is now going into storage. And this really is the end for Ashworth and my world adventure. But it's not the end for me, because I will see you next time in India.